Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, June 26, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Well, it was bound to happen. The worst parking lot in Annapolis claimed me as its latest victim as I backed my car out of a spot at the Eastport Post Office, only to run into the bumper of another car. Thankfully, the woman was really nice about it, and we actually had a really great conversation in the parking lot. But that parking lot is the pits. Hey, this OMG fact is out of this world. There's alcohol in space. In 2006, astronomers discovered a cloud of alcohol in part of the Milky Way. And no, it was not my college dorm room. Anyhow, news. Let's get into it, shall we? Yesterday, the Capitol had a big story on the return of WRNR to the airwaves, but their return on July 4th, broadcasting on 93.5 and simulcasting on WYRE 810 AM, has sparked some legal questions, as WRNR call letters are currently assigned to 106.5 WRNR FM, a news talk station licensed in Martinsburg, West Virginia. According to FCC rules, no two stations may use the same call sign at the same time. Steve Kingston, the former WRNR owner, sold the license and frequency in 2022, but retained the intellectual property. Now partnering with Cortona Media, the station is being rebranded as WRNR once again, despite no confirmed FCC reassignment of the call letters. Unless an official change has been filed, this move could put the Annapolis version at odds with federal broadcasting rules and another R&R in West Virginia. Stay tuned for more on this. Anne Arundel County has received a $750,000 state grant to build a new parking garage at the Odenton MARC Station as part of Maryland's broader transit-oriented development initiative. The garage will occupy part of the station's west lot and is expected to include nearly 1,100 parking spaces and over 100 for bicycles. The new structure will help free up surface parking to make room for housing and commercial development near the station. Officials estimate the full project investment at $149 million, with a vision of adding over 900 residential units. The long-term strategy includes boosting MARC ridership, easing local traffic congestion, and generating up to $800 million in tax revenue over the next 30 years. Now, is it me, or does $750,000 sound like a drop in the $149 million bucket? Applications are now open for the Maryland Police Officers and Probation Agent Scholarship Program, and this is really a big deal. The scholarship supports current officers, probation agents, and students who plan to enter those careers. Eligible applicants must be Maryland residents or graduates of Maryland high schools, enrolled in degree programs that further their law enforcement careers. Recipients must commit to working in Maryland as a police officer for at least 5 years within 8 years of graduation. The award covers 50% of annual tuition and mandatory fees at Maryland public institutions. The deadline to apply for the 25-26 academic year is April 1st of 26. Applications are accepted through the Maryland College Aid Processing System, or MDCAPS, and all of the details are available at mhec.maryland.gov, and that's mhec.maryland.gov. Capo Deli, a popular sandwich shop originally from Washington, D.C., has opened its first Anne Arundel County location at 139 Main Street in downtown Annapolis. The new spot replaces the former Jimmy John's and will operate from 11 to 4 p.m. during its opening week, expanding a bit later next week. The menu includes Italian-style subs like chicken alla vodka and Cubans, as well as cheesesteaks, grilled chicken, and desserts like cannolis, tiramisu, Oreo mousse, sounds interesting, and banana bread pudding. Coffee comes from Annapolis-based Hook 'em Right Coffee, which is a veteran-owned brand started by a retired Marine. This is Capo's second Maryland location and sixth overall, and I'll tell you, I'm kind of excited for a new deli. Podcast stuff. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, we chat with Arundel Federal Savings Bank and their head honcho, Matt Mullen. That does drop at noon on Saturday. And a quick reminder that today is I-Day at the Academy. There are going to be lots of weepy parents who don't know the town, so if you do run across them today or this weekend, cut them a little bit of slack. Now, after I upload this, I need to hustle my butt over to the Academy myself. In closing, one of the best ways to keep up on the local news is the Daily News Recap email. It goes out at 7 p.m. every single day. It's free. It's paywall free. And here is a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up. And please feel free to let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. All right, that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake End, Mac So now you just need to sit back because your Eye on Annapolis local weather is on deck, and Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace will be here with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All of that's coming your way, so hang tight.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Good morning, Anne Arundel. Here is your local weather forecast for the next couple days as we head into the weekend. Today will be mostly sunny, hot, and humid. There's a change for you with high of around 90 degrees. A couple of afternoon thunderstorms are possible. It will stay muggy overnight with lows dropping to about 77. You want to keep an umbrella close if you'll be out later in the day, just in case the skies decide to crash your plans. Tomorrow brings a bit of relief from the intense heat, but the humidity is not going anywhere. Highs are going to top out at about 80 degrees under partly sunny skies with increasing clouds as the day goes on. There is a chance for an afternoon thunderstorm, and nighttime lows are going to hover around 74. Not a washout, but not the best day to leave your car windows down either. Saturday is shaping up to be hot and very humid once again with a high near 90. Expect a mix of clouds and sunshine, and another round of afternoon thunderstorms is possible. Overnight lows do stay warm in the mid-70s, but it should be an outstanding day for Eastport Arakan, which kicks off at 11 a.m. down there at the Annapolis Maritime Museum in Eastport. Looking ahead, Sunday through Tuesday will continue the warm and stormy pattern. Sunday brings variable clouds with a chance of scattered storms and highs in the upper 80s, and Monday, Tuesday, and quite frankly, Wednesday all look the same. Classic Maryland summer. If it's not sunny, it's storming. There you go. Enjoy the sunshine and make it a great day.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. Saturday at the Computer Museum up in Hunt Valley, they're having a video game open house where you can play classic games on CRT TVs, on numerous retro consoles from the Atari 2600 to the Nintendo Wii. At iCode and Gambrels, they have a bunch of programming classes for kids running every week through the end of August. Classes include programming topics such as Roblox, drones, robots, and more. Next week is Minecraft coding, 2D game development with Scratch, website coding and design, as well as animation creation. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, today there's Quick Socks, learn to knit socks with DK weight yarn. Saturday there's a basic sweater knitting class making a super simple summer sweater. Sunday there's a Barocco Mystery Knit-Along group, and then Monday there's Comprehensive Learn to Knit. And registration is open for our Ginger Snap cardigan class, as well as Comprehensive Learn to Knit for July and August. At Local by Design, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, check out their monthly Annapolis Artisans Market, where they're celebrating 10 years with live music, raffles, food, cocktails, and more. At Art Farm in Annapolis, Sunday, they have Vibe Flow and Chill Yoga, and registration is open for more adult workshops, including more sketch nights, floral planter arranging, more postcards for change, and others. And their kids' art camps for the summer have started up again. Next week, there's a jewelry and nature art camp for ages 9 through 11, and then there's a jewelry and collage art camp for ages 12 through 15. And registration is open for more of their kids' summer camps, including ones involving printmaking, more Fearless Girls photography, inspired art camp, clay camp, and more. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, today Bush Annapolis has Make and Decorate, making keychains. Edgewater has Portrait Pals, portrait drawing for kids. Rivera Beach has Beginning Crochet. Discovery's Library at the Mall has Sip and Sample, a craft night for teens and adults, where they'll be drinking mocktails while trying out different crafts, including painting, making bath bombs, and shirts. And then at Linthicum, there's a Lego Club. Tomorrow, Serrano Park has a STEAM story time. On Saturday, Crofton has Ask a Master Gardener. Bush Annapolis has Cook and Tell, Food on a Stick. Mountain Road has Splotch Monsters Island Watercolor Workshop. Broadneck has a Lego Block Party and Movie. Building with Legos while watching the Lego Movie. Odenton has Machine Sewing Basics. And Bush Annapolis has Flicks with Sticks, watching The Birdcage from 1996. On Monday, Broadneck has Homeschool Needlecrafters, and Crofton has the Crofton Houseplant Club. On Tuesday, Glen Burnie has Little Artist Process Art. Eastport Annapolis Neck has Chalk the Walk and Ice Cream Social. And Linthicum has Kindness Rocks, doing rock painting. And then on Wednesday, Edgewater has Skeins and Stitches. Serrano Park has a Lego Challenge. And Mountain Road has Book Nook Series 2, Accessories and Textiles, crafting a library-themed book nook for your shelf. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.